Hi guys, Danica Ferrante here from mybeautyscraps.com. Today I have a really fun card to share with you today. It uses the December 2016 paper pumpkin kit called Another Great Year, combined with the Dragonfly Dreams, which is my stamp of the month. That's a new promotion I'm starting for 2017. If you want to find out more details about that, you can head on over to my website on my sales and specials page. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. But today I wanted to show you how to create this card using one of the pages that we got in this paper pumpkin kit. So let's get started. The adhesives that we'll be using for this project are the snail tape runner and the fine tip glue pen. We will also be using the Elegant Eggplant ink pad, and we'll be using the Dragonfly Dreams bundle. We'll be using Wisteria Wonder for the card base. So this is just half a sheet of cardstock. So it's cut in half at 5.5 inches and scored in half at 4.25 inches. And we'll also be using a piece of Elegant Eggplant cardstock for layering. So this measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I've already done the die cutting for this card. So I cut one of the open dragonflies from a piece of vellum and one from a piece of Elegant Eggplant. And then I cut one of the detailed dragonflies from a piece of Elegant Eggplant. Then we need to cut down the page that we got in the paper pumpkin kit. I love this floral pattern. So I just lined it up on my Stampin' trimmer just enough so I made sure I was cutting the holes off the side. Then I turned it because I want the height to measure 5.25 inches. And I want the width to measure 4 inches. So now I'm just going to trim down that other side. Now we have our layer for stamping. You can see on my example, I stamped the sentiment from Dragonfly Dreams. Thanks for the smile and everything else in the upper right-hand corner. But I wanted to try a little more stamping on this one. So I'm also going to bring in this fun dotted pattern. I love the artistic effect that this stamp gives. So I am going to start by stamping that sentiment in the upper right corner, and then we'll play around with the dots. The Elegant Eggplant is nice and dark, so when I'm adding my dots to the bottom, I think I'm going to stamp it off onto my grid paper once, and then stamp it down onto our layer so it's a little bit lighter. Might even add a little more stamped off twice so that it comes up a little bit higher. There, I like that effect. So let's adhere these layers together. I'm just going to use my snail adhesive to put that on our Elegant Eggplant layer, and you'll have a nice skinny border around 4 sides. I'll use a little more snail to put that onto our Wisteria Wonder card base. And then we can assemble our dragonfly. So I start with the Elegant Eggplant layer, and I just put a thin line of glue all the way down the center. I like it when the wings can flap up a little bit on the card. And then we'll put another thin line of glue down the center of the vellum layer and add that detailed cardstock layer over top. Now you want to give that a little bit to dry. For the sake of time, I already put one together so I can show you how I embellished it. These are our basic pearls. These are available in my online store as well. And this one's used up and cut up, but this is what this sheet looks like pretty much when it comes to you. So you have 3 different sizes of pearls, and then you have some of these fun strips of pearls. So these are all linked together with adhesive. You can just snip them apart and cut to use them individually. I do that a lot, but I wanted to use the whole string to decorate his tail. So to do that, I actually have a couple right here, but I found it easier if you start on the body toward the inside of the body where you want them to be and then work your way down. Got a little string there. And another string there. And then if you had extra hanging over the edge, you could just snip it off. But I actually have a room for one more. So I'm just going to add one of the single ones down there too. Instead of chasing these around, I'll show you one of my tricks. I like to use scissors to pick them up. I have a little bit of fingernails. I know a lot of people like to just use their fingernails. I can't seem to do that. So I kind of use my scissors as tweezers, and then I use the tiniest pearls on there for his eyes. And then you could adhere him down to the card using snail, or you could use more liquid adhesive. Just gonna use snail so I don't have to wait for it to dry. And I liked how that looked at a little bit of an angle there. And that's it, a really quick, easy, and cute card using the paper pumpkin kit and the stamp of the month, Dragonfly Dreams. Again, if you want to find out more about the stamp of the month promotion that I'm doing, head on over to my website. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can read all about that. On the same page, actually, is a lot of information about ways you can save on your paper pumpkin subscription during Sale-A-Bration. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. I hope you enjoyed this card today, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can get lots more fun ideas using this paper pumpkin kit and the January kit. I got a notification, it's in the mail. I can't wait for it to arrive. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.